Hi everyone, you're all welcome again tonight. Another nice sunny day here in Kilrush. Hopefully we're all on board tonight and that we're working. Lovely day, as I said, sunny day. So tonight's recipe was because of really the sunshine and the season, I suppose. I just wanted to show you. That's great. We're tagging on there now tonight. That's great. Claire McCarthy, you're back again with me, my past pupil. You must be my star one at this stage, all the way in London. She said she's missing my voice. Oh my God, my Claire accent, I suppose. Somebody else out there in San Francisco as well is tuning in to be with us. And Anne-Marie Meehan is with me again tonight, which is great. Elderflower, yeah, that's it. I'm just going to show you a little bit about elderflowers tonight, since it's it's growing really in season now. Some of you might have done an elderflower cordial at some stage, and any of my past pupils in Kildysart and also in the pantry when we were doing dinners there, Marie Hawk, I remember you vividly. We used to do an elderflower cream to go with some of the fish dishes, a sauce, an elderflower sauce. So Marie Hawk, if you're listening tonight, I'm sure it'll bring back memories to you. Eileen Murtha, she's on again today after getting Patrick Berkmans were ready in Ennis today. They're all working, getting all ready to open next week. So that's great news. Claire McCarthy is telling me, I just see what she's telling me. I'm loving this, she said. Good times. Great, isn't that great to hear? So I'll talk about elderflower in a minute there in a second. And the other thing I just wanted to talk to you tonight about was, when I saw them in the shops this week, some nectarines, and I said, God, nobody ever cooks with nectarines. So you've lovely nectarine tarts and peaches, so they're all in season now. So that's why I felt this is a little treat tonight. We didn't have anything sweet last week, and I'm sorry to my Facebook followers. Last Friday night my Facebook decided to just block me, so my poor son and I had to get it sorted last night, but I think it's okay anyway. We have it going. So I just said I'd like to show you a recipe to use the nectarines or the peaches. It's just something a little bit different, and it's very easy really. So the first little bit, and there's a very special man back in Kilkee tonight that I have to say a big hello to. He's really one of my boyfriends back there, and that's Pat Lynch. I hope, Pat, you're listening there to us. And all my pantry staff, I know they're all behind me in wishing you a happy birthday. I hear you're 90 tomorrow, and I know if the pantry was open, you'd be first in the morning for a lovely breakfast. But we may get there again, Pat. But I'm definitely thinking of you, and I hope your health is good and that you're keeping safe, yourself and your wife. And we miss all our good days in the pantry, but we'll be back, and you will be too. So have a great day tomorrow. Have a great, great day. Okay, Pat? And all my staff in the pantry are all with me in wishing you a happy birthday. Okay, Pat, I hope we'll all be as tough as you when we're 90. I'm just wishing. So for the crumb that goes on this, it is really very easy. Again, my food processor is out, so I have the flour, right? And just to make it a little special, I'm adding a little bit of ground almonds. So it's only 50 ounces. There's a little bit of brown sugar, okay? Just a light brown sugar. And there's about 90 grams of butter. So I just put the butter in the fridge there before we came on, because otherwise it would be a little soft. And the other thing that's maybe very handy if you're into cooking is a little digital scales, because you'll get the 90 grams and the 70 grams. All of those will measure easier for you. So all you do is just give that a quick buzz, folks. Just a bare buzz like that. It won't take long. And I'm also going to add in a second now, we'll also have some porridge oats to add. Now you can leave these out if you want to, and just add another little bit of ground almonds. Okay? Now this is a crumb, it's called, and it's very easy to do. So in go my porridge oats, and all I'm going to do now is give that just a quick, because you don't want them to go too fine. And then make it nice and crunchy. Okay? Now the difference in this one that I did before with you, the difference in this is going to go into the oven now. So I have a lovely big tray, my lovely big bacon tray, and all you do is you just pop it all onto the tray. Okay? And you spread it out onto the tray. Finish with that. So look at a nice big tray. Don't have it too thick because you want it to cook and go nice and crunchy and hard. And I have the oven at 200 and you just time it. What I did, I made one earlier, I'll show you. And you give it 15 minutes first and then you shake it around and I'll show it to you then. So it cooks very quickly. And the fantastic thing about this is you can keep this in a bag in the fridge or a little sealed box. And you could make these up, you know, 1 today, 2 today, 3 tomorrow, whatever you want. And if it's Pat's family tomorrow, I'm sure we'd need lots there for you all to give you a lovely, nice crumble with it. So I'm going to pop that in the oven. Now we just put a timer on it for about 15 minutes. Okay, and we just give it a little shake around then. Now I have one that I did earlier and it's like really crushed biscuits and it's nice and cool. So this could be done today if you wanted it for an event tomorrow, or hopefully when all those communions and confirmations come all back on board, you'll be able to do it. Okay? So just have that, that's ready. So that's step 1. So step 2 then is your nectarines or your peaches. So I have a selection of them here, I'll show you. And I have my elderflower. Okay, so what you do is you just get about 250, I just boiled the kettle there, 250 grams of water or milliliters of water. And what I did with it earlier, I just want to show you, you don't wash the elderflowers, you just leave them on a little white piece of paper, and if there was anything in them it will fall out. You might see that there. And this is lovely because they are in season. Try and pick them in a field. Don't buy them, don't pick them on the side of the road. You know why, I'm sure, because the road is busy. So just look at the elderflower, just turn it upside down like that and away you go. So I did that earlier, and what I did was I popped them into the water to get the flavour, okay? And when you're finished then, you just squeeze them out and you discard the elderflower. You just wanted to flavour it. So I did that earlier. And you add in your sugar. So you'll see there, you need just, it's very easy, you need about 100 grams of caster sugar, 4 ounces. You pop that on the heat and you let it boil. Now you can also add, if you want to, if it was a special occasion like Pat's birthday, you might add a little bit of white wine or martini. Sometimes people add martini, and you just cook that off for a few minutes. And you end up then with a lovely, I'll just show you here, a lovely thick syrup that's going to coat the peaches or the nectarines for me. I just boiled it for about 10 minutes and there it is. So it's like really the tin of peaches that you buy, but at least now you know there's no preservatives or additives in it. So is that okay with everyone? So now just to talk about, so there are our elderflowers. And they're lovely. And just to talk about these then, the nectarines, they also had lovely fresh apricots last night in the shops as well. So they're all in season now, so that's fantastic. And I see Vincent is watching there. I'm sure whether you're in Donegal or not, Vincent, so I hope you're all well and enjoying that nice weather. So all you do to get this skin off these, because it's a little tough, so you just get a bowl like this and you pour in some boiling water. And you kind of count to 10 or 12. You leave them in it for about 10 or 12 minutes, that's all. 2 seconds really, not minutes, but to count to 10 or 12. Is that okay with everyone? I have some that I did earlier, but I'll just show you one so that you'll see it. There. So the water is hot, so just be careful. If you have any small little people around with you, just be careful. Now this is just a little bit different. And I just thought it's a pity not to use peaches in a different way. You know, we always just buy them and eat them. So why not cook? Another one would be a tart or a bakewell. You could use it as well. So just give them a second. These are not too ripe now, these ones. This might seem a little... Now, if you wanted to, what you could do, you do tomatoes like this as well. If you're doing tomatoes, what you could do is just a little tip, is just give it a snick like that down the 4 sides. And that'll help the skin to peel off as well. Okay? So we'll just take this one out. We'll see how we get on with it. He's just starting to burst there for a second. And just, you could also use kind of a soft cloth to peel them. You'll see it there, I'll show you. It's hot and it's peeling off just so easy. Okay? So Breed, you're watching me as well there, which is good. Up in Dublin. So look at it, there's our lovely skin is peeling off. So this is a lovely treat really, this one. I love this, I must say. So there you go. Look at your skins. They're all off, so you've no bother. So all you do after that then is kind of cut around it into halves and quarters. Very easy to do, okay? And we just take out, the first little bit is probably the hardest. This guy isn't too ripe, so he's just going to be a little bit harder. So we'll get him, there he goes. And there's our other one. You kind of cut in by the stone. And there you go, and it's lovely and juicy. Nice for kids now as well. Okay? So just cut in along there by your stone, and we have our last one just coming off. So that's your stone left there. And I'll just take these guys out. Probably will have enough anyway. So all you do after that then, folks, is you just cut them into little segments. So they're lovely and, you know, sweet and soft and, what would you say, just a little different, you know. The strawberries, you could add them with it as well if you wanted to, you know, which is nice. Sinead Brown is watching me there in my Asta, and Bridie, I'm sure, is out gardening every day when I pass, which is great. Lovely flowers. Okay, folks, so there's my lovely, there are my peaches now, and I'm just popping them into the syrup, and this syrup then has the flavour of the elderflower. Now, if you wanted to, you could leave that tonight and wait till tomorrow then to put it all together if you wanted to. So it's a handy little trick, really. I'll just give my hands a wash now. And we'll go on then to the third stage. Okay? So this is all good. And I'm sure all of you listening tonight will be delighted to hear that we're starting to make our raspberry jam in the pantry tomorrow. So opening is coming near, folks. So isn't that wonderful? Maureen and I are hitting the road and starting to do the jam and get ourselves organised. I did a COVID course today. So we'll be all organised when we open, okay? So hopefully it won't be too long more once people are able to travel. Okay, which is good. Okay, and somebody else said there, Fionnuala Try. Hi, Imelda, all the way from America. Hope you're keeping safe out there, Fionnuala, and that your Mam Mary is well. I often think of her and her beautiful rhubarb. Is that okay with everyone? So now your third thing now is just the mascarpone, a bit of icing sugar, and I think the recipe went up there earlier, so you'll be able to see it. So all you do is a tub. Now if you wanted to, if you didn't want the mascarpone, you could also add cream cheese. It wouldn't be as rich, folks, if you wanted something a little lighter. Is that okay with everyone? But this is kind of just a little treat, really. We didn't have anything sweet, I think, last week. So I said maybe before I do something sweet, because once the poor pantry opens, you won't see me as often, I'm afraid. I'll be up there in the mornings early. Now, what you add to this then is you add your icing sugar to sweeten it. And I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla paste tonight. I added extract another night, and this one you just add about a teaspoon of this, and I just want to give it a little shake there, because you want the seeds, you'll be able to see them, and the flavour. I'll just show it to you there. You'll get it again in the good shops, you'll get it in the supermarkets, they all have it now, and the health food shops have it as well. Is that okay with everyone? So you'll see the little seeds in it, which makes it lovely, and the flavour is really nice. Okay? So all we do is mix that around and just give it a little taste that you're happy that it's sweet enough or whatever. My top is coming off this, so we just get another one. I have loads of them anyway. Go, stronger one, just to mix it around. Okay, so just check this that you're happy with it. If you were making tiramisu now, this is what you'd be doing. You might add a little bit of cream to it. Yeah, I think I might just add another little fraction of the vanilla, as the vanilla will sweeten it as well. Okay, folks? So make sure you always taste when you're cooking. That's the secret, really, of any person cooking. And you'll see the little specks now of the seeds in this. That's nicer now. Is that okay with everyone? I'll just show it to you there. It's nice. Dara Doyle is watching there now. Oh, and Dara, you'll be a great chef after this. Do you know that? So now, folks, you have your three elements. And I also just today toasted a little bit of flaked almonds, just to have it for the top of it. So all you do is get yourself a few nice glasses, or if you want to make it full or whatever, you know, you could make a whole one as well. And all you do is you can kind of just layer this now. Little bit of your peaches, a little bit of your crumb. Is that okay with everyone? And then you just do a spoon. I'll show you in a second, a spoon of this. I'm just going to dip that spoon into boiling water. I'll show it you. It'll come off it a lot easier. So there we go. More peaches then for the second lot. Okay, more crumb. Just a little bit. You don't want too much. And then just get your boiling water and dip your spoon into it. Here's my back now. Okay, so there I'm just dipping it into the boiling water, and just a spoon of this, and it'll just come off just lovely for you then. And then just some flaked almonds on top. And then I'm also going to, because I have elderflower flavouring, as they say in the television, I was foraging today. I think it sounds very posh, doesn't it? Whereas here we just go out to the fields and pick. So that's one anyway done. We'll do another one now, maybe in this little glass. It's nice. Some more peaches again, or nectarines, whichever you have. Okay, your crumb, just a little bit of crumb. It's just a different type of dessert, folks, that you might say, oh, you know, I never think of doing that. Now remember, the cream is rich, so I'm not putting on too much, because it'll make it rich. Now, if you wanted to, remember I said you could add some strawberries or you could add some raspberries here as well, which would be nice. Okay? And I'm just going to, you see that the spoon is heating it, the mixture, and it just comes off like lovely. And you get a nice little shape there. And again, you just put a few flaked almonds on top. So that's 2 of them done, and we'll just put, you could also use rosemary in this recipe. It looks nice as well. So, okay, I don't know if you can see that there, but they do look lovely. And you're kind of using what's in season. Okay, Aileen, you might be able to go picking a bit of elderflower down there and find. So we do another one now, maybe in this glass as well. There's a bit in my thumb now, I just want to clean it up. But it's very easy to do, folks. Very easy dessert, and very, if you know, later on, maybe when we're visiting people again, it's a lovely little dessert. And I just feel it's lovely to use the nectarines. And you have kind of 3 different, textures there, which is what are good. So again, with your nectarines, and you're putting in a little bit of juice. The other juice you could use as well would be a fudge sauce if you wanted to, and a bit of sea salt. So you kind of have a salted caramel, which would be nice. Okay? So we just add another one of these now. And get our hot spoon again. And you just look it on top. And then just a few flaked almonds. And you have a lovely, you're really very simple little dessert, but lovely, tasty. And just a different way of using. And you have your crumb mixture made then for lots of days. And if you even had your little bit of stewed rhubarb and strawberries like we had last week, it would be nice. So folks, it's a very easy dessert. And a little treat, I thought, maybe. I think our good weather is leaving us. So I just maybe show you. So you have loads of crumb there. If you want to, you can half that recipe. I'll do maybe one more there because I have a big glass here. So there we go. So the nectarines go very far. So if you wanted to add more of them. And now there we go. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay, so here we go again now. Our cream goes in. And there's our 15 minutes. Our 15 minutes in our crumb. So I just look at that now in a second. Okay, so more of these then. This is the last one I just wanted to show you. Lots of nice juice there. And then our last scoop of this. Okay, that's my hot water there. Just to use. So you know, it's fairly rich, so just be careful. Don't add too much of the mascarpone. That's important. Okay. Okay, and your last little bit of elderflower. So elderflower, nectarine, crumb, folks, or pot if you want to call it, with lovely toasted almonds. So Aileen says, God, they look nice, Imelda. We'll have to send one to Ennis tomorrow, Aileen, I'd say. And you can give me the verdict. Stephen wasn't too impressed tonight with elderflower. So I said to him I'd be good. I wouldn't say anything about him. So we'll send some to Ennis tomorrow. So there you go, folks. A very easy dessert. Anyone any questions there? Phil O'Brien, can't wait to try, Imelda. They look lovely. That's good. And Olivia King is on again with me. And Mary Gover, is it? Yes, I think is on as well. And Fionnuala's on again. They look delicious. Oh, Fionnuala, long way in America, isn't it? Oh my God. And Thomas A. Smith is on as well. So all the people that are away, they all like to tune in. They said they loved hearing the crows. Lots of people told me they loved hearing the crows. So maybe if we get another fine evening, I think it's promised bad all for the rest of the day. So anyway, folks, that's our treat tonight. And I hope you'll try them sometime. And just to use the elderflower, because it's only in season now. And somebody else said, thanks Imelda, that looks amazing. And Anne-Marie, thank you again, that's great. And elderflowers and nectarines are peaches, any fruit that's in season. Try and use what's in season, that's what it's all about. And Claire, hope you're keeping well out there in London. Thank you very much, folks.